Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityaṁ bhāgavata-sevayā Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtaki Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshtanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargina va Kalpita Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramanam Prema Pumartho Mahan Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Tatradharana Para Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namini Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini Jai Shri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vasudeva Paraveda Vasudeva Paramakha Vasudeva Parayoga Vasudeva Parakriya Vasudevam Param Jnanam Vasudeva Param Tapa Vasudeva Parodharmo Vasudeva Paragatihi Hantaya Madriya Bala Haridasa Varyo Yadrama Krishna Charana Sparsha Pramoda Manam Tanoti Sahago Ganayostayoryat Pani Suyavasa Kandara Kandamulai Namaste Girirajaya Govardhanti Namine Ashisha Kleshanashaya Paramananda Dadaine Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining, dear Vaishnavas. We are going to start the next chapter today, which is Canto 10, Chapter 27. In the last verse of Chapter 26, we discuss a quick summary of Chapter 24 and 25. Shukdev Goswami is bringing back our attention to Giri Govardhan, how Indra tried to cause disturbance when the offering to Indra was transferred to Govardhan. And who is real Indra? We discussed that. And Indra sent very nasty clouds and rains and winds and hails and whatnot. But if Krishna wants to protect his devotees, and not if Krishna wants, Krishna always wants to protect his devotees, and to do that, he lifted the Govardhan hill. Ek baar mana Indra ko mariyo, nakh upar Govardhan dhariyo, naam padeyo giridhari radhe sham sham sham. So, and then finally, 7 days are over, he kept the hill back. Let's see what happens further. The story doesn't end there. Indra realized that he did a big mistake. He misunderstood, or he did not identify properly who is Krishna. He was thinking, oh, he's a Vachalam Balishu, he's a just talkative boy. But let's see what happens further. Lord Indra and Mother Surabhi offer prayers. This is chapter 27. This chapter describes how the Surabhi cow and Indra, having seen the amazing power of Lord Kṛṣṇa, performed a bathing ceremony for him. Ashamed of having attacked Vrindavan with a violent storm, Indra secretly came before Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa and offered obeisance and praised him. Indra stated that although Sri Kṛṣṇa is never caught in the current of material illusion, which is born of ignorance, he nevertheless accepts a human-like body and performs various activities to establish religious principles and chastise the wicked. By this means, he crushes the false prestige of those who presume themselves great controllers. Indra went to declare that Kṛṣṇa is the Father, Guru, and Lord of all living entities, and that in the form of time, he is the agent of their punishment. Satisfied with Indra's prayers, Sri Kṛṣṇa told him that he had stopped the Indra Yajna, so that Indra, puffed up as he was with pride, would remember Lord. Persons intoxicated by material opulence will never see him standing before them with the rod of punishment in his hand. So poetic. Persons intoxicated by material opulence never see him standing before them with the rod of punishment in his hand. Therefore, if Lord Kṛṣṇa desires the actual good fortune of some person, he brings him down from his position of opulence. Lord Kṛṣṇa ordered Indra to return to his proper position in heaven and to serve there without egotism. Wow, without egotism. Indra, along with the cow Surbhi, then performed a bathing ceremony for Kṛṣṇa, using the water of the heavenly Ganges and the milk of Mother Surbhi. Indra and the cow took this opportunity to bestow upon the Lord the name Govinda. And the demigods showered flowers and recited various prayers. So beautiful. So beautiful chapter. So many practical life lessons. And reminds of Govardhan Hill. There is Govind Kund, Surbhi Kund, Apsara Kund, Naval Kund. And so many kundas. Manasi Ganga Shri Haridev Govardhan ki parikrama karo, kund kund charnamrit lo apna jivan safal kar leo. So this is Krishna consciousness. This is bhakti. And this chapter is very, very important in the life of every sadhaka, that we may knowingly, unknowingly make mistakes, feel proud about whatever, or, and make some offenses knowingly, unknowingly. What should we do? So we're going to learn a lot of lessons from this wonderful chapter. So let's study. Since no one else is there, Prabhu, you can read this verse.
All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Sri Shuka Uvacha Govardhane Dhite Shoile Asha Rat Rakshite Braje Golokat Abar Abrojat Krishnam Shurabhi Shakra Evocho. Translation purport by the devotees of His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada with joy. Translation. Shukdev Goswami said, after Krishna had lifted Govardhan hill and thus protected the inhabitants of Braja from the terrible rainfall, Shurabhi, the mother of the cows, came from her planet to see Krishna. She was accompanied by Indra. Purport. The word Golokat here indicates the material planet called Goloka, which is filled with exceptional cows. Shurabhi went joyfully to see Lord Krishna, but Indra went fearfully. As indicated by these verse, Lord Krishna had to adopt extraordinary measures to protect his Vrindavan associates from Indra's obnoxious and offensive attack. Certainly, Indra was ashamed and also nervous about his future. Having acted improperly, he had fearfully gone to seek the shelter of Lord Brahma, who then ordered him to take along Shurabhi from the material Goloka planet and go to Siddha Krishna. So, as we know, ultimately Krishna taught the lesson to Indra, and Indra was repentant, and now he is trying to rectify. So, how he did that? He went to the Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma suggested to take along with Surubi, because Surubi cow is very dear to Lord Krishna. That way he can please the Lord Krishna. And this Surubi cow came from material Golok planet. That we can more explain. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Baldev Prabhu, for reading this nice, beautiful verse. So Shukdev Goswami starts this chapter. There's a beautiful point that, if we make an offense, like you have seen this maybe in the family also, the child does something wrong and the father is upset with the child, what will the child do? The child will approach the mother, right? Oh, mother, father is very angry with me. Can you intervene? Can you like diffuse the tension? Or can you help ease it out? So Surbi being cow, the mother of cow, and cows here is, like the mother earth also takes the shape of cow. This reason explained because cow means pure unalloyed love, care, selflessness, humility, pure goodness. All these, cow represents all these things. Selflessness. Like when mother cow was being tortured by the Shudra, as we see in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, and the bull was standing on one leg, right? This evil, I forgot, was torturing. She did not complain, right? So Indra approached mother cow, also here representing a devotee. So few aspects. Kṛṣṇa is Go Brahmane, Namo Brahmane Devaya, Go Brahmane Hitaya Cha. So cows are very dear. So it's a great lesson, and we see that happening everywhere also, that the children approach the mother to help, right? So basically a mediator also. We can see here, Mother Surbi is also acting as a kind mediator. Because if Indra directly approaches, and how can he approach also, right? As mentioned here, Indra was ashamed and nervous about his future, right? So basically, like how a child would, first say, oh, mother, the father is very angry. First, you diffuse the tension. And then maybe the child is behind the mother. Then the child will go in front. If the child directly goes, the father may get more angry, right? How dare you try to kill my devotees? I mean, there was a genuine point for Kṛṣṇa to be angry because Indra tried to kill the devotees, which is a big Vaishnava aparadh. Not kill like one or two, like whole village or whole Vrindavan he was trying to eradicate. That's the power of false pride. Nevam pashyati janmandha, kamandha eva na pashyati, madonmatta na pashyati, arthidosha na pashyati. So 4 kinds of blind people. One of them is because of false pride. We cannot see what's right, what's wrong. I'm the best. I'm the best. Because I cannot see anyone else, like the Duryodhana mentality, right? He would not even allow umbrella on his top of his head, because how can be anything on top, on above me? So that's the Duryodhana mentality. But we have to follow the footsteps of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Duryodhana could not see good in anyone. Always found some shortcomings. But Yudhishthira Maharaj even in a tiny, ordinary person like a washerman, he would see good qualities. Oh, wow, look, he's so determined in the things he's doing. Even in like a shoemaker, cobbler, he'll find good qualities. Although he's the king of the world, but he's finding good in ordinary persons. That's because he was endowed with humility. So pride and humility, totally opposite pillars, right? So choice is ours, what we want to pick. And we know through all these stories and lessons, pride comes before the fall. Indra was proud and he fell down. Anyone who's proud, no good qualities can come. Pride will take away all the good qualities, right? And humility brings all the good qualities. So, mother cow. So if we unknowingly make mistakes, we should take shelter of those who are dear to Kṛṣṇa or dear to Vaishnavas, and ask them to mediate on our behalf, right? To act as a mediator on our behalf. Maybe I made some offense. Maybe, Prabhu, you are very dear to that devotee. Can you approach him? Can you ask, to kind of help so that he can forgive me or she can forgive me, whatever the situation. That's also a good lesson. Although we should not try to make offenses in the first place, but still knowingly, unknowingly, things go wrong because of our conditioned nature. There is always, right, room for asking for forgiveness. Hare Krishna. So Indra and Brahmaji suggested this. So basically Indra had taken shelter of Brahma. So that's also a very good quality. So let's revisit our, the lessons, the 6 R's, which are very, very important. We've covered that a few times. 6 R's for self-improvement or correction. One is, first you have to retrospect, right? Or introspect. Then we will realize, oh, I did wrong. If we don't even retrospect or look within, how will we even realize that we make? So we'll realize. Indra did some introspection. He realized, oh, Baba, I made a mistake. This is Kṛṣṇa. And then he was repentant or repentant about it or regretting, right? That I should have not done that. I did a big mistake. But then that's not sufficient. Repentance without trying to rectify. We need to rectify it or correct it. So Indra, what he did here, he approached Brahma. Please help me. I did a big mistake. He realized he was ashamed of what he had done. He wanted to rectify. So he approached Lord Brahma. Brahma, you are our guru. You are our father. Please help us out. So Lord Brahma said, okay, take Surabhi along with you. Take devotees along. Keep devotees along. Don't leave Sadhu Sangha. In the opulence, what happens? You left Sadhu Sangha, right? Sadhu Sangha. If you would have consulted devotees before sending some Vartaka cloud, what would have they told you? Right? See, any fall down which happened, whether we see the story of Ravana, he did not consult devotees. Whether we see Bharat Maharaj getting attached to deer, he was, whenever we see, there's a common theme, whenever someone makes a decision without good consultation of devotees and thinking, oh, I know better, it has led to fall down. It has led to fall down. And in the Ramayana, there's a beautiful, section which shares the different kinds of people. The very bottommost are, they don't listen to anyone And even if they'll basically completely ignore everyone, that I know best, I know what's right, and whatever I'm going to do is going to be the best. Forget about anyone and everyone, right? Third, like lowest class. One level up, they will listen. Okay, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, but they will do what they want to do, even if it is wrong. The third level, they are like, sometimes they may hear, sometimes they may not hear. Like whom, we're talking about good advice here, we're not talking about bad advice, because whom we consult is also equally important, right? If we consult mantra-like people, like how Kekai did, then we'll get accordingly that advice. So she followed mantra, she consulted her, but that we're not talking about bad consultation, we're talking about good advice. So Ravana, like people gave him good counsel, like Vibhishana, Mandodari, even, all these people gave him good counsel, but he said, no, I know better. And he did not hear to any of those advice. So here, if Indra would also have consulted before taking that very big step of sending some Vartaka clouds, and if he would have consulted Brahma or Brihaspati or some other demigods, devotees, would he ever done that? Probably not. So that's also a great lesson for us, that any important decision in life, we should always consult. Vinash kale viparit buddhi. It was done out of anger, out of like a false ego. How dare they stop my yajna? So, and that's why, yeah. So rectify, that's the next step. And then there are two more stages which will come. Is number 5 is remember. Remember, so that we repeat not, right? So we should remember our mistakes. It's not that we repeat the same. We should learn, take lessons. Like, life is too short to keep repeating the same mistakes again and again. Even if we make some mistakes, so we should try to remember so that we don't repeat them. To err is human and to forgive is divine. But to keep repeating the same mistake over and over is foolishness. Is it not? So we should not repeat those, because then that means we are not sincere, right? Let's say, if I disrespect Iskcon Prabhu and I say, Prabhu, I'm very sorry, I spoke that, I didn't mean, and this and that. But 2 days later, the same thing. 5 days later, same thing. Then it's like you don't mean it, right? Because that's not, or the all the other stages you don't mean to rectify yourself. You don't mean to be repentant about it, because if we are repentant about something, how can we commit again? So we should never forget what bad we have done to others. 2 things to remember, 2 things to forget. We should immediately forget what bad others may have done to us. So maybe I'll write it because it's a little complicated. So to remember what bad we have done to others, and also remember what good others have done to us, right? And forget what good we have done to others, and remember and forget what good we have done, and forget what bad others have done to us. And always remember that death can come any moment. So take shelter of Kṛṣṇa, or holy name, because His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj shares this. So we should always remember what bad we have done to others, so that we don't repeat that same mistake. And what good others have done, we should, even if someone does little good, we should always be grateful. One person, two friends were walking on the beach, and one guy slapped the other. Some argument, something happened, mistreated, slapped. And the other person wrote in the sand, "My friend mistreated me today." And then after they were walking, and this guy who was slapped was in the ocean, and somehow he was drowning in the ocean. So the other guy who had slapped him, he saved his life. He brought him out. And then this guy wrote in the stone. Wrote in the stone. He etched in the stone, "Today my dear friend Ramesh saved my life." And this guy asked, "Hey, you wrote in the sand when I slapped you, and you wrote in the stone." He said, "With the waves of time, one or two waves will come and the sand writing will be gone. I don't want to remember that. But countless waves of time will come, still the writing on the stone will not go." So always remember what good others have done to us. And we should easily forget what good we have done to others. Not reminding, 10 years back and your uncle's granddaughter's marriage, I know I gave you whatnot, right? 10 years back I did this. People remember. 10 years back in your uncle's, granddaughter's cousin's marriage, I helped you to, for 2 hours or what. That's human nature. And we forget, we should forget what bad others may have done. We discuss this story. But what happens? Totally opposite happens, right? The things we're supposed to remember, we forget them. What good others have done, we forget. But what good we have done towards others, we remember that. I'm talking about myself. But we should try as far as possible to follow this. Because ultimately, death can come any moment. All these things, he said, she said, oh, he didn't respect me, all that, what matters, Death can come. Holy name is real shelter. Take shelter of Kṛṣṇa. Don't leave in, any grudges in the heart. Life is too short. Why should we waste our time in he said, she said, he didn't give me respect. Oh, life is too short. So I don't know how I reached there, but somehow we are there. It's talking about pride, yeah. Remembrance. Any thoughts, any comments here? Or in this, we discussed this as well.
Maybe one reflection, Prabhu. It's always the other side of what he just said. We remember the good and we remember the bad other people do to us. So changing the mind and changing the way we think is definitely a big thing, and it's not an overnight thing, or at least it's very without even our realization, it would impact us as well. Like, even though we think that, okay, okay, we want to remember, but somehow things happening around us could impact our decision and mind, and take us back to where we were. I think it's very, very, very important point for me, people like me, to work on and go further.
Thank you, Prabhu. You're very honest and sincere. It's for everyone, but a sincere person always thinks, oh yeah, it's for me, I need to work on this. But yeah, I'm sharing it for myself, As you rightly said, the default state is, like imagine like a river is flowing, and it's flowing in this direction. Let's say downstream is this, the current is so just, let's say we are in the river. We are in the river. This is basically Maya side, because Maya is going to pull us down, and this is Kṛṣṇa side, right? As we were discussing, it's like a fight, is it not? It's a fight. So we are fighting against the current of Maya. So default, if we let it go, we will go here only. To go in the right side, we have to swim hard. We have to fight. And it's not easy. And yes, it is not our default state. Default, we let it go, we'll go here. Just to stay on this ground we have to, fight with the current. What to speak of going this way. Just to, yeah. So it's okay. But as long as we are going inch by inch towards Kṛṣṇa, that's very important. Yes, Girish Prabhu, you want to share our thoughts?
Yeah, one thought, Prabhuji. Yeah. So, moment we come to Kṛṣṇa consciousness, correct, and the fight start there with Maya, basically, because it's Kṛṣṇa consciousness. When we step into it, that's what Srila Prabhupada says, and Guru Maharaj also says. There will be big fight will start with Maya, because Maya will always say, okay, watch movie, do this thing, and go outside, eat something, because that's we always get pulled, basically, Maya. So the moment we come to Kṛṣṇa consciousness, it's a direct fight, basically. It's a direct challenge to Maya. That's what I see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
that thing, correct. So Guru Maharaj says that इतना जप कर कि हद कर दे कि यमराज तेरा खाता रद्द कर दे. इतना जप करना है कि यमराज आपका खाता रद्द कर दे. You should keep your balance sheet. That's it. Completely. That's what you need to do, that much chanting. Don't worry about the result, but you have to do that. So that's what he keeps saying, that इतना जप करना कि यमराज तेरा खाता रद्द कर दे.
Beautiful.
That's it, probably. Very good.
That's so true. So true. And this point, yes, when we try to approach Kṛṣṇa, it's not that the Maya is not acting before that. Maya is acting before that also, right? But when we try to get out of her trap, then we become cognizant, oh, we are in the trap. Earlier, we are in the trap and we have no idea about it. Like it's because we are not trying to resist, right? We're not trying to resist to get out of it. This world is called jail, but how many of us feel like, oh, it's like a jail? No. I have a nice house, I have a nice car, nice family, have a nice job, everything is good. Right? There's no need to, why you worry about God? Why just relax?
That jail feeling is not coming, Prabhuji. Yeah, once that will come, we are not feeling that way. Yeah. Maybe that much elevation should come, correct? When we become elevated, then we'll feel it. Yeah.
Yes. And that will happen organically. It won't happen overnight. The jail feeling will come when we, because right now, if the person, like a small child, like the disease is so deep but the person is not aware. That's even a worse situation, that the person feels I am healthy, but actually is very diseased. And what's happening? The disease is getting worse. And in the old age, it will be very hard to even get out of it, right? As we discussed the other day. So if we don't take care of the disease at an early stage, when we are active and strong, in the old age, it will be hard to fight that disease, because we are developing more strong material consciousness. So yeah, I agree that feeling is not, therefore we need to take more shelter of Kṛṣṇa, more shelter of Vaishnavas, more shelter of senior Vaishnavas, spiritual masters, of Bhagavatam. हिंदी में बोलते हैं, दुख में सिमरन सब करे, सुख में करे न कोई, जो सुख में सिमरन करे तो दुख काहे को होय. Right? जब दुख होता है, when there is anxiety, when there is difficulty, oh God, please help me, my child is suffering, or my job is at stake, my visa is at stake, or my health is at stake, my father is at stake, my mother is at stake, please, please, please help me out. Then we intensely remember him. One day when he was quoting this, a person was driving a motorcycle. If he got a minor accident, he got a little unconscious. There was a guy who helped him out by giving him first aid, giving some water and some glucose and stuff. So then after 30 minutes, he was okay. But then after 30 minutes, back to grind. So what he was sharing, that most people, they come to the path of bhakti. Why? Out of the 4 reasons, there are very few who are actually searching for God. Who knows that verse? Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna arti jigyasur artharti jnanicha bharatarshava. There's some searching for God, but majority come out of some kind of distress. Majority. I'm not talking about any individual here in this class or outside, but 99.9% they come out of some distress, which is okay. It's fine. Kṛṣṇa arranges that so that we can, and this world is like that. There will be distress. Even if someone's situation is fine today, the wheels of time change fast and suddenly there will be distress. So intelligent person tries to figure out the answer, and then that may lead one to the path of bhakti. But after practicing maybe a few months or maybe a few years, oh, now I'm fine. Now I don't need bhakti, right? Maybe his health was bad. Maybe his family was disturbed, and it could be fine, right? After taking to Kṛṣṇa consciousness, maybe his health recovered, maybe his family situation got fine, or maybe he didn't have a job and now he has a job, and things like that. Therefore, we need to read regularly, because scriptures remind us again that this world, kamala dala jala jivana talamala, abhi ladai ka. I don't know I don't follow this news and politics, but somehow the big things come through other people. There's a big fight going on in so many countries, in Israel and Russia and Ukraine. Imagine, any moment, anything can happen. Intelligent person plans for it. This is a jail. Isn't it not a jail? Like, we think we are the controller, but who can say how many years I'm going to live? Who can say, oh, my future is secure, I'm going to live at least 30 more years? Right? Can anyone say? What to speak of 33 more days? We cannot say. So intelligent, we are in jail. Like, any moment, anything can happen. So intelligent person figures out, oh, what is it? What is going to really help me out? My job? Getting more money? Getting more house, car? What will really help me out? So intelligent person invests more there in real stuff. In that is the Harinam, as you said. In Vaishnava Sangha, in Bhagavatam, in service, in things which are going to help us not just here, but at the same time balancing. We're not saying give up everything, because artificially, as I said, andar se bhi aana chahiye, right? It has to come organically also. One day, we read some scripture and then, it is not like you come to the, inspired by one class, okay, from tomorrow everything, I'll change everything. It won't be sustainable. Even if you try to artificially imitate someone. So we have to follow sustainable path. Therefore, regular reading, regular hearing, regular sangha is required to keep our batteries charged spiritually. And gradually, this path is gradual. As I asked this question to Maharaj in Ekant Prabhu's home, and someone asked the same question when he came to a temple. His Holiness Navyogendra Maharaj. I think Nanabhiram Prabhu asked this question, and Maharaj gave the same response. It's a gradual path. So, aaj bharti, kal chakravarti. You take admission one day and pure devotee next day. With full realization, it will take its time. How much? Depends on the attitude of the follower. What's our attitude? How much time, energy, and efforts we are trying. Kṛṣṇa will also proportionately see that and help us out. So keep trying. That's why we are here. Keep trying, keep encouraging each other, keep holding each other's hand, friends, family. Let's have that Kṛṣṇa conscious circle, and that's what this forum is all about. International Society for Kṛṣṇa Con, to help each other to be more Kṛṣṇa conscious. That's the main goal. We are here to help, support, encourage each other. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you for your thoughtful question.
I totally agree with you. It's a gradual process. It cannot be happen overnight, basically. Yeah. But the main thing that you said, Prabhuji, totally agree. Association, correct? Yeah. Just like when I was in different city, association was less. I came to Tampa. I'm getting much bigger association, not in terms of people, in terms of frequent association. Like some other state, I used to go once in 3 months or 2 months in a temple. Here I'm going once in a month, or having programs on weekly basis. So that also helps, basically. Otherwise, we get deviated from the path, basically. That's what I see, because it happened to me. Deviated from the path means like we don't continuously do that. Basically, if we are association, that basically motivates and make what do you call it? A joyful, basically, bhakti, yes, joyful thing.
So true, Prabhu.
Hari.
And while we are not able to meet physically, let's say the physical program is once a week or twice a week. Therefore, this weekly or daily, daily japa call, daily chat, you can do with your family, right? And therefore we have this reading group to remind us to remind us every day. Savdhani hati, durgatna ghati. The moment, if we miss for one day, we'll be little lax. If we miss for 2 days, a little more lax. A week, a month, a year, oh my God, forget coming back, very rare. So therefore, continuously we need to charge, like how we charge our phones every day, or sometimes even twice, thrice a day, right? Therefore, we need to charge our spiritual life. Chant. Therefore, this, as we discussed in the last chapter, this Kṛṣṇa consciousness movement is a very efficient and systematic way to rekindle that lost love, right? Chanting, reading, hearing, arati, taking Kṛṣṇa prasad, always remembering Kṛṣṇa, never forget Kṛṣṇa. Even in the office, take some, like people take cigarette break. Why can't we take Kṛṣṇa conscious break? Okay, I will read 2 verses and then come back after 10 minutes. People taking, right? In the office, oh, I miss my cigarette time, right? 10 minutes, they're out. Lunch break, hour, 30 minutes, whatever. Lunch break is also Kṛṣṇa conscious time, because for devotee, it's prasadam. And also while honoring prasad, we can hear some class, right? Or maybe read something, or spend, these days some remote workers can spend, read with their son, daughter, husband, wife, etc. So we have to do that. Try to remember some verses. Yena kena prakarena mana Kṛṣṇa niveshayet. Ours is not at that level to chant 24 hours a day. So we have to figure a unique, systematic and sustainable program. Do arti, do verses, read, hear, distribute books, so many opportunities. Cook prasadam, cleaning home is also service, right? And inviting, making a flyer, that's also service. Planning for the next program, that's also service. So much needs to be done in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So there is no dull moment here. There is no dull moment. And we can all engage our God-given skills and propensities, right? The Janmashtami just got over and we are already thinking of next Janmashtami, where to do and all that. There's no dull moment. But thank you, Prabhu. You are very inspiring. You are great inspiration for book distribution. You have so many programs you're hosting, supporting Bhagavatams, inviting your friends. It's very, very amazing. Inviting Maharaj to your home. So beautiful. So that's all we have to do together.
Yeah, thank you for association, Prabhuji. I'm thankful to every devotee in Iskcon Tampa for giving the association an opportunity.
Okay, Prabhu. We have a few more minutes, I guess. Instead of going to the next verse, we can take some more thoughts or any other comments connected to the verse or the discussion. Any realizations, comments, thoughts? Jitendra Prabhu, please tell about your Kṛṣṇa conscious journey. Were you already connected to Iskcon, or when did you come to Tampa? If you could want to share.
Yes, Prabhuji. So in 2016, I got association in Hyderabad. So we had this voice program. I'm not sure if you are aware of it. Those are for corporate employees.
Iskcon Pune, and I
Yes.
Vedic
Yes.
voices or something.
Yes. So during that time, actually, I got association. So I had a Gita live program for 1 year, and then had a Utkarsh in Pune. And then fortunately, I got Bhagavatam also. So from then on, I was doing it at my own, but I got to know that there is a group over here. So that's how I joined the Bhagavatam group.
So when did you come to, you're in Tampa now, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Last year only.
You came to Tampa last year.
Yes.
And you are married?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Your family is here, your wife and
Yes,
kids.
wife and kids. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. So we should meet soon then.
Sure, Prabhuji.
And we need your association to conquer our senses. Jita Indriya. Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the conqueror of senses. But very nice. So you have such wonderful training from His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu and his team.
Yes.
Very, very familiar with voice and bass. I stayed in bass myself for 6 months way back in 2011, I guess. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm very familiar. Wonderful. Welcome to Iskcon Tampa. If you need any help, anything we can be of any support, let us know.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure. Thank you so much.
You're in Brandon right now?
Yeah, near Brandon only. It's like Brandon is like 4 or 5 miles from my place. Yeah.
Very nice.
Hare Krishna. Where in Brandon, Prabhuji? You live?
I'm near city office, Prabhuji.
Oh, the near that sanctuary apartments?
Sanctuary apartment. Yeah, near to Sanctuary. There's one Sable Park. Yeah.
Oh, Sable Park.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very nice. Girish Prabhu, what's on your mind?
Hare Krishna. I think when you talked about Iskcon Pune, yes, Jitin Prabhuji, I was there in from 2018 to 2019. Iskcon Evolved Group was there, still there. It basically covers all IT parks. That's called Hinjawadi. So
I was in Hyderabad, Prabhuji. I
Oh.
was in, yeah.
sorry,
But then my yearly program when got completed, right? So Utkarsh camp was actually in Pune. So I was there for about a week in Iskcon Pune.
okay, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. That we have such trained devotees come. Kṛṣṇa is very kind. So now this is your family and you're here, and anything we can do to support you and your family, let us know. We have regular meetings. So our Subala Prabhu and Baldev Prabhu live in the same area as you. If you need any help, we'll be having a lot of programs. Kartik month is coming. You are well familiar with Kartik programs.
Yeah.
So let's do our best to support each other and to support Prabhupada's mission together.
So Prabhu.
Okay, so we'll pause here and continue. Yeah, in the Prabhu we can meet this weekend if Kṛṣṇa willing. Yeah, I think I have your number. I'll try to connect with you. So we can stay connected.
Sure, Prabhu.
Thank you. Granth Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhu. Bhubhya evacha. Vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Śrīla Prabhupada.